Hi, I'm Hummel, a soloist with the San Francisco Ballet. Welcome to my home. This is a look at all the collection of pointe shoes that you can go through at San Francisco Ballet in one season. Wow, the date of these is January 12th, 2020. Little did we know. So this pair must have been what I was planning to wear for the season. That never happened. This is like a plethora of different specs, different shoes. I mean, these all have such good memories. When you see them, you're like, oh, I remember this, I remember this. It's like your career kind of laid out because each one is a different ballet, different time, different story, different choreography, different challenges. So it's kind of cool to literally you can just talk through each ballet with each one. You can kind of see the cool paint that they use as a little bit of a pearl effect to them. It affects your pointe shoe differently. Like these were white from diamonds from Balanchine. These you can kind of see where the Marley dance floor for Christopher Wilden Cinderella. I did the stepsister Clementine. And you can see here, I know this because the Marley, he had blue for Act 1 and 3 and red for Act 2. These look like I wore them maybe for a rehearsal, but you can see how the paint would come up, and I can see the damage from turning and stuff like that, which is why I think I wore these probably for rehearsal. You can also see the details, I scratch a lot when I'm in the theater. I do extra scratching in the bottom of my shoe. It's just kind of like a habit you do backstage. They have everything set up. This is Sandpaper Ballet by Mike Morris. I can tell because they're green. His full costume was green, and that was really cool. So it's kind of cool just to see what you're doing. These ones are cool because they're the last shoe that I wore before pandemic hit. The reason why I know that is because I had labeled the bottom of the shoe for it, but also if you look closely, there's anytime it's dark and black kind of like that, it's from the theater stage. You can kind of see it, the rosin and something about the theater and backstage, it tends to get really dark like this, which you can take off. But there's a bunch of glitter on the bottom, which tells me we're doing Midsummer Night's Dream because you're covered in glitter, which is really fun. And I can see it all through my shoes. Also, I scratched really a lot of the bottom of my shoe. You can tell a lot by your pointe shoes, what you were dancing at the time, or even where it's rubbing, what's soft, what's hard, what's spread out. You can kind of see where your foot is at the time and what you're dancing, and or even choreography, where something's really heavy, or I was doing a lot of kneeling and stuff on top of the shoe, so you can see where the top of the shoe is really worn in, or where I was turning lots of turns, or there's extra rubbing. Kind of tells you a little bit about the choreography too. I mean, if you think about it, pointe shoes are your one connection to the floor. You're literally doing your art form with these on. So these are kind of your takeaway from the stage in a sense. Blood, sweat, and tears. Literally blisters, sweat, it's very intimate. They bring good memories when you see them.